Hi everybody and welcome back to Nadya's Identity Files. Now we're going to have our on-air consult with Miss Jackie Ho of Model Baker, but instead of just myself guiding the consult, since I have a branding expert here on the show with me, Miss Tiffany Scott of Yumi She Collective, we're going to be going at this from literally both sides of the table, honing in on you and your fabulousness and figure out some really solid approaches that you can walk away and start digging in and growing your brand. Are you ready? You ready for this?
Yeah. I'm never going to be ready, to be honest, but now.
Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do this. So, as I mentioned earlier, Tiffany and I have a lot of parallels in our narrative approaches and our story approaches and how we look at a person's background from a storytelling perspective. In fact, we even co-hosted an event, I guess, 2 weeks ago now, on how to build your brand using storytelling. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go back and forth and just pull out some golden nuggets that you can kind of dig in and spread out and turn into fairy dust of branding wisdom. Yeah? Okay. So what I like to do is I often will ask a client what their 5-word memoir is. What is if you had to sell your story, your personal story, in 5 words, what would it be? And then doing same for your brand. And then to look at the intersection. And then I like to say, if there's absolutely no relation there, I mean, sometimes even just looking at a couple words that might have a similar resonance, that's totally fine. But if there's no parallel at all, you need to think about why that is, because you really want there to be intersection between the two. So why don't we start there and use that as a launch pad. So a 5-word story for you and then for Model Baker. Let's go.
Gosh.
Let's do this.
5-word story.
Got one hand.
So 5 words?
5 words.
Okay.
It can be abstract.
Street. Pretty straight. Sophisticated. Come on now. Okay.
Is this you or Model Baker?
Actually, it's both.
Really? Well, you need to do one. She's already got it.
Yeah. Sweet. I've thought about this in a way, for sure. Sassy, and I'd say strong. It's alliterative.
Very alliterative.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Very good.
That's great. It does relate to both brands, which is good. Hence, Model Baker.
Right, and hence the actual label that you have for your brand. It looks like you. So I mean, really, you completely embody the brand. So now since you kind of have a clear idea of what your brand is. I mean, maybe we should talk about how you should be delivering that message, or what you're currently doing to deliver that message.
Mm-hmm. So I've thought about how I would want to, I guess, literally sell my brand. Mm-hmm. And I would want to hire a girl gang. Mm-hmm. And your uniform would have to be black leather jacket and black, all you want, street sneaks. And I would give a stipend, when my business reaches that point where you can get a red lipstick that fits, a shade that fits your personality, and you wear it while you're delivering my cookies, probably by mobile or if I have a flagship store. Because I want that image to be like, hey, red lipstick tends to be very aggressive and men don't like that. I mean, let's be real, it gets messy. But my theory is, if a real man wants to kiss you, no matter what, he's going to kiss you and kiss that lipstick off. Okay?
That's right.
So, anyway.
And I'm watching. Right.
Advice. Okay.
Hashtag advice.
I feel like that uniform would, empower you, and that's what I would want for girls who want to be part of this collective. And why not deliver something sweet to people, like literally sweeten the deal? That's what I really want, and make them feel good about it.
That's awesome. I want to go back to the story part as well, because when you enroll people to come onto your team, or business partners or joint ventures or whatever it is, you want them to connect with you on a really personal level as well. They want to know about your story. So where does the sweet and sassy come from? Like, if you think back into your life, like, why Model, why Baker, like connect, like we were saying before, like how do you connect those dots even further back into your life to where you are now?
I'm the oldest child, so I'm the big sister, and my little sisters, they're 18, and I've helped raise them since.
Both of them are 18?
Yeah, they're fraternal twins.
Oh,
Wow.
They're really
I didn't
cute.
know that about you. Learning.
Golden nugget.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and they told me once that I'm their role model, and that really hit home, and that's why and my mom's also a small business owner. She owns a nail salon, very typical of Vietnamese families, but that's the spirit of entrepreneurship. You make something out of nothing.
Totally.
And so that's where my role model comes in, and funny, I'm a model, like, what else can you do but be the archetype, right?
Yeah.
And baker, that gives you the sense of hominess, and I'm the oldest, so that definitely, I love to take care of people. I have a lot of love.
Yeah.
Like a lot. I'm gonna start to cry.
On air cry.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
That
I
means that
really
you-
do.
You're connecting. It's awesome.
Yeah. So, and I always love to do that through food at any event, like for birthdays, whatever. Like, can I make you something? You know, and that's the best part that you can share of yourself.
Yeah.
You need to tell this story on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
this
me
is
too.
beautiful.
I know.
For sure.
That's why
Like-
you've always got to go back to where it starts to connect with that, because you're going to connect so much with your audience now, and those girls, like the girl gang, make so much more sense.
I want to be the big sister. Like, you can come to me with anything, business-wise, advice. Like, there's definitely a boundary between personal and professional, but you can always navigate that
Yes.
with grace and sophistication and like good attitude too.
You mentioned a collective, like Tiffany has. Like,
Yeah.
that's actually a really interesting point. I mean, you could have a baking collective that, you know, even ties in some sort of mentorship component to it. What about mentoring young bakers or young entrepreneurs, girls, even girls of minority heritage who feel like they don't have a place?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's just so much that you could do. I mean, what do you think the main issues are that you're dealing with presently that are kind of serving as like any roadblocks for moving forward?
There's definitely always financial.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, I'm doing this by myself. Like, that's why I admire self-made people. They struggle so much, and every setback I've ever had always had to deal with, I guess, with finances, or just sometimes I let personal issues get in the way, but like I can't anymore. Like, the more I'm finding spiritual grounding, that's when I'm like, okay, what do I need to really do? Buckle down, get disciplined. So I work odd jobs just to make enough money so I can bake and test at home.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so great because you have a vision and you have values behind that, and when you get up every day and you know what your vision is, it's so much more inspiring to get through those tough times and through that struggle. And your bigger vision, from what I'm seeing, is really creating this safe place for girls, you know, to come together and co-create and collaborate and make amazing things, right? It's so much bigger than just baking.
Yeah.
It's so
really
much
is.
bigger than that,
Yeah.
which is awesome, because that allows you to get up every day, like I said, because you want to make a difference. And when you do that collectively, that's so powerful.
And
Yeah.
obviously you have a lot of passion and a lot of talent across so many wavelengths. So, I mean, I'm 125% times 500% confident. Not going to go back into math on that one, you guys. That you are going to make a huge impact in what you do. So with that, I'm going to close the show today. I thank you everybody so much for tuning in. I thank you so much for my inspiring guests, Jackie and Tiffany. You can find them both online, or you can contact me if you didn't see their information earlier. Thank you.